Hi friends, my name is Debbie and today we're going to be painting a sunset. For brushes, we got number 8 round, number 2. We are also going to be using an old brush for some texture, 3 1/4 oval wash. For paper, I have 100% cotton paper cold press. And for paint, I'm going to be using this one that I have at home, but you can use any paint that you have. We're gonna start off by getting our paper wet. We're gonna be working on wet on wet technique. That means we're gonna get our paper wet. We're gonna avoid where the sun is. We want that area nice and dry. So when we're gonna drop off the color, the water is gonna move our paint and it's gonna be really nice and pretty. We're gonna start with the blue all the way on top, blending the color. We're gonna add some more blue. Continue doing this like so, just adding and blending. We're gonna add some cadmium yellow to where the sun is. We're just gonna go around. This is the lightest areas in the sunset, so we're adding our yellows, and we're gonna add cadmium yellow, orange, and sienna for a really nice sunset color. We're gonna be working on this painting with a lot of layers. We're gonna be starting off with light colors, and the more layers that we're gonna add, the darker it's gonna get. So we're gonna be adding so many layers and layers and layers until we get to the nice dark color that we want. We're gonna move to the clouds by using ultramarine blue and red rose, and we're just gonna drop color here and there. And we're making the clouds, so try to make it nice and fluffy. Don't worry about the edges for now, because we're gonna go back to a smaller brush and we're gonna blend any hard edges that you see. So just apply it here and there, making some nice clouds, moving your brush nice and even. And this is gonna blend really nice because the paper's still wet. We're just adding more color to the clouds, and we get the small brush and move any edges by blending. We're gonna continue doing this, adding more layers, orange, yellow, and sienna to the sunset. We're trying to get that nice sunset color, and we're gonna do this by adding more layers to the paper. We're gonna let it dry, then we add more paper, more colors, more layers, and we're just gonna continue doing this like so. And you can see in the photo, we're just trying to get that dark orange in the sky. And we're gonna move to the horizon line with some burnt sienna. We're gonna wipe off any color that might be hitting the sun. We want that area nice and light. We're gonna add some more color to it later on, but for now we're just moving to the horizon line, making that line and moving the paint, blending, wipe off any extra, and we're moving to cadmium yellow. So we're adding this where the sun is hitting the water. We're gonna be blending these lines that you see right here. So you get a clean brush with clean water and just move your brush side to side, and that's gonna blend any edge that we have. We're adding some blue to the water, and we're gonna blend it nice and even. We're moving to burnt brown where the bottom is. That's the darkest area in the photo. So we're trying to get the sand color nice and dark, and we're gonna get to that color by adding more layers. So we're just gonna be adding layers. We're gonna let it dry, and we're gonna go back to add more layers. So we're gonna keep doing this, and we're just adding layers here and there and blending. Make sure you blend your colors. There's no hard edges like you can see here in the yellow. We're just continue blending and adding colors. Lots of layers today. We're back to yellow, sienna, and orange to the sunset. We continue adding more color to the paper. The more color we add in watercolor, the darker it's gonna get. So that's what we're trying to achieve by adding more color to it. We're just gonna continue doing this like so. And we're gonna move to ultramarine blue and Payne's gray to add more color to the water. We wanna make sure the water is nice and dark, and we're just gonna continue adding more colors to the water, adding yellow, orange, and sienna to get some darker colors inside the water, making some water ripples, just moving your brush sideways, making some lines here and there. Make the horizon line a little bit darker. That's gonna be the darkest color, and it's gonna divide where the sky and the water is. So we're just gonna add more layers. And remember, where the sun is hitting the water, we wanna keep that area nice and clean. So we're just lifting some of the paint. That means we're gonna take a clean brush with clean water, and we're gonna wipe off any extra. And we wipe it off on a paper napkin. And just continue applying more layers, and just blending. Every time you add a new layer, make sure you blend and lift the color where the sun is, and the sun is hitting the water. We want that area nice and light. And this is just a lot of patience, adding colors, blending. We're adding more orange where the sun is. That's where the most orangey color is gonna be, around the sun. We're adding more orange and sienna. As you can see in the photo, that's the most orange color from the whole picture. So we're adding some around the sun, and we're blending any extra. We're just tapping here and there, and we're gonna be lifting again and adding some more color, more orange to the water. We need that orange in the water too. Just make sure the sun is nice and clean, nice and light, and also where the sun is hitting the water. We're lifting the color from there, and just continue adding more color and blending. Now we're moving to ultramarine blue and Payne's gray. We're adding more color to the water, making it more deeper in color. So we're just adding more layers. We're back to burnt sienna and burnt brown, and making more darker colors in the sand. Just blending and adding more colors. We're just gonna continue doing this like so. And now we're back to lavender and ultramarine blue, and continue adding more color. Now we're back to burnt sienna, and we're gonna add color to the water where the sun is hitting the water. We're making more line marks, like ripples in the water. Moving the brush sideways, a little bit more orange to the water. And every time you add color, remember to blend. Nice and clean brush. And now back to ultramarine blue and red rose. We're adding more darker colors to the water where the blue is, and just continue doing like this, moving sideways and blending. Make sure you always blend, and you blend with a clean brush and clean water. And now we're going to be adding some branches and some leaves. So we're moving to the number 2 brush, and just wiggle some branches. And then we're going to be moving to the old brush to put the leaves. So we're going to just take the old brush, and we're going to press and tap, and press and tap. We're going to be adding this with the Payne's gray. And we're just adding some leaves to the tree, like you see in the photo. We're just tapping, press. And we're gonna start with the light color, and we're gonna be adding more Payne's gray and make it darker and darker as we move with more paint. We're gonna continue doing this like so. And back to the old brush to make some more leaves here and there, just tapping here and there, moving your brush in different positions and adding more leaves to it just by tapping, moving the brush here and there, and continue doing this. Few more, make it a little bit more darker and adding more leaves and more layers. We're doing the finishing touches for now, adding more layers. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in my next video.